should pop off. Let's see what we can see. That little green wire is the wire that's going to ground out this one right here. And it is running up. It's kind of hard to see. It's actually up under the flywheel, it looks like. This one runs in a difficult place. A lot of times it's generally fairly out and open right here. So what we can do, just to go see if that is causing the issue, for now, just unplug it, and we'll give it a spin. Let's go see. And if spark comes back, then we know that that is what our issue is. I'm going to go set us up with something to go spin there real quick. After one of the other videos of me spinning the flywheel off of the, what was it? Was it an antique something or other, the old pump there. A couple of YouTubers, or subscribers rather, sent me some one-way ratcheting sockets. And what that allows is just for it to spin it, but then when it starts up, it doesn't spin the nut off. So we got that one. And this one. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate that. Let's go put it to the test. Let's see what we get. Oh, down there. We got no spark whatsoever. So I think we have a bad coil on this one. Give one last shot. Man, we got nothing. So, that was the detective work to see what we have. Let's go see what I have in my stash. That's physically rubbing. This is going to be controversy, I know it is. A lot of people say that rust on here will affect the fact of the coil working and not working. I so far am in disagreement with that. I would not think that rust can interfere with a magnetic field. So I'm kind of in disagreement. The only thing that I could see possibly happening, and whether that being an issue, is I wonder if it rubs and it actually makes contact. Would that stop the process from firing, especially my guess is maybe the center post that is on that. So we're going to go take a second real quick, clean them up, see what happens, see what we get. If not, we're going to continue to move forward and see what we got going on the coil. Actually, we're just going to pop that off anyway because we want to look and see if there's any cracking or anything inside the plastic. Not quite sure what he meant by runs. Sure it ran at one time. What do we got? Sometimes you see that the coil will have a crack and there's a spiker walking on it. Moving day, if you believe. Alright, let's go take a little bit. We'll clean up this surface right here, clean these three up, and see if we get anything. I don't see anywhere where it looks like it was making contact. I don't see any rub marks on it. It did sound like it a little bit though. So let's see. We'll go clean it up and see what we got. I just have a piece of folded up paper in between, making an air gap. It's really not that sensitive. I'm just going to eyeball it again to make sure I'm not touching. Looks pretty good. Let's go give her a spin again. See if it makes me a liar. No spark. I gotta put the drill on slow because it's shutting off. There we go. Yep. Nada. There's one dead coil. So you bet you're saying to yourself, where is he going to come up with a coil? Well, The day after I grabbed this one, this happened.
Toro number 2.
It pays to be a hoarder. All three are for free. Or Earth. We need the Toro. Parts. And sometimes it pays to be a junk collector. So this one, we'll give it a quick look. Seems like the pull start is out of whack. The lever, the bar is broke out of the plastic. Looks like some plastic's broken on there. Yeah, that's not doing anything for the drive. It's broken off. It's got the piece of plastic that we need. Let's go flipper on end. This one's been sitting outside for a while, as you can tell. Got mold growing on the bag. And there's a couple of plastic pieces that are in much better shape than what we have. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. Let's get that coil off of there and see if it's any good, and we'll run the other machine. Yeah, screws are out. Let's see what this has for surprises for us. Ooh, mouse nest. How rusty that one is, huh? Hopefully, that one is still good. Get that out of there. Let's pop it on the other machine, see how it does. This one may be questionable. It's getting separation on the plates. Rust gets in between there and it starts pushing them apart. So that may be already on its way out. Let's see if I hit it with a wire wheel. Blow some of the crap off of it. See if it's any good though. It's separating all the way around. And let's see what the new old one does for us. There we go. Now we got spark. I wouldn't say it's great, but we got spark. Plenty to run. Back on the old machine, this is a plug that was in it. Kind of cleaned it up on a wire. We'll take a look at it. That insulator in the center looks really weird. I'm not used to seeing anything with that style. It looks like it's for a chainsaw more than it is for a mower. That's my guess. Here's the one that's in there. Let's go pop that one out. Take a look at that plug. There's probably more the correct one. Be my guess. Maybe we'll clean that one up and throw it in. So there's the two plugs. In focus. You can see the difference on the insulator. See how fat the one is on there, and then the diameter of that one. That's what I was talking about. Totally different. What's the number on this one? There's something 12. J19LM to Eco Clean. something number. All right, let's go clean that one up and we'll put that back in it. All right, throw a little bit of gas there. And we'll try that drill setup, see how it works for us. Might even stay running, depending on what that fuel is in that carburetor. If that's the case, you just gotta pull the lever up top as the ground wire's back on again. See what we got. to be fuel. You did too. All right, let's go continue on and see if we can do the rest of it some justice and make it back to a functioning mower again. I think just for shits and giggles, let's see if that battery, it's using the battery in there. Busted off the one terminal. Let's go put power to that and see if that part of it works. Throw my jumper pack here, where you do have a battery and 2 red test leads. Alright, black to red to black. Let's go red to red. That makes sense? Let me see the ending out of it. Plug's disconnected. Kinda. Looks like it's trying to pull down, but see if we get a little dribble of oil on here, get this thing to kind of do one of them. That battery might be low too. I don't have enough snot to get her to go. Lost something. And a compressor though. Nope, got nothing now. I would guess that battery might be just totally dead. Test light. No, got power. We lost it somewhere. Ah. The clamp came off the handlebars. Lost this up here. And that makes and breaks that switch that we were talking about earlier. Contact. Yeah, who knows what the condition that battery is in. Let's get the plug out of it so there's no restriction. We'll let it spin a little bit. I think we just need a better battery. I think it's got enough snot to drive it, and that's why the starter's not coming down and not cranking over fast enough. All right, we got a jumper pack hooked to it. Let's see what that does for us. Still not trying to drive down in there. Give her this a little bit more. I think that's our issue though. There we go. Well, I think we'll worry about that if we ever worry about actually having an electric start. It was dying a slow death. The starter was definitely slowing down. The jumper pack's not dead, so one more shot. Now it's going down. Just won't spin it. Yeah, I think she's not having a good day. There shouldn't be a clutch between the two of those. I don't know if the oil just hurt it. Oh, Matt, no. Got a little rinse. Not quite sure what the deal is with the rubber plate on top, but now it's oily. I'll drive it. with that. Alright, we know it runs and it'll cut grass, but she's a bit of a dirty girl. So let's go give her a bath real quick with the pressure washer. Get rid of some of the crap that's on it and under it and around it. It's a little easier capacity to do some wrenching on it. That's a little cleaner. I should get the oil out of it. They do have drain plugs underneath, but I just find it easier. Especially because we have to do a bunch of work underneath anyway. Just to flip it onto the dipstick and let her just do her thing. While it's draining, we'll go check out the underside. I'm going to put my finger. There's no plug in it. I'm just going to spin it. Let's rub it on the gas tank. I want to get an idea. I'm going to let it rub against me. It's actually pretty close. I'm surprised. It looked, visually, it looked like it was pretty badly bent. We're going to go figure out which blade is the better one. We're going to pop them both off, and we'll pick the better of the two between that and the parts machine. This is the one off the other machine, and the wet one, of course, is the one that we're working with now. I would actually say the blade that is on it is better. You can see how much, and that's usually what happens, the corners would get burned away. You still have some meat left on them. And this is lift, this little lift that you see here, that's lift. That's what pulls the grass up. And like a vacuum cleaner, and then cuts it. Just gonna go compare it to the, these both look like they have the same bow to them, but I think that's the way that blade is made. Especially the fact that both of them line right up with each other. And I don't think that's a damage to the blade that I previously thought. So let's go clean that one up on a grinder real quick, and we'll inspect what else we got going. I think there's some plastic pieces. If we can get them off the other one in one piece, it would be a better replacement, like this one right here, possibly this one. And I'll touch up on the sander. Just kind of quickly run them over, give them a decent edge. They go blunt on the edge fairly quickly. Most of the work is done right there. This is the first thing as the blade is coming around, it goes and cuts. So by the time anything's getting cut into here, there's really not much happening. As the mower's moving forward, this is spinning around, this is what's clipping the grass as it approaches underneath the deck. So again, that's where most of the work is done, right in that very last little edge. So as long as both of those look decent, you're fine. As far as balance is concerned, I've really never had a problem with it. You'll know, it'll shake like crazy if there's a balance issue. A lot of guys are going to give me heat for that right now, but I've never really kind of run into that. More that you run into is that you have a bent shaft in the middle of it, and the blade is sitting awkward or cockeyed to one side and causing a shake. Got like mud dripping out of it. I'd definitely say it's gotten its use. And it's got a little part shop, and this is the parts mower. So you can get. That should be that shield. I'm not quite sure what that old black plastic piece in the back is gonna take. There, that was easy. So, I don't have the blade or anything back on it yet, but there is one problem I perceive as a problem. Rolls forward fine. If you try dragging it backwards, it just locks the back tires up. I believe there's a ratchet inside the gears on the wheels that kind of clog up and gum up over time. Let's go, the wheels got to come off anyway. Let's go look into that, see if we can go fix that part of it while we're disassembling it to just replace the broken plastics. Before you take that wheel off, just do a quick rundown on how the drive system works. It's got, on the handlebars, you push down on the bars themselves. Those bars retract. I have a lever that pulls on a cable.
Well, you get the idea.
That cable runs down to the gearbox. There's a